I'm not going to get into
I don't want to get into
personnel
too much
details, but
right.
the head count, the total overall head count would not change.
Okay.
And that's what
that
makes,
somewhere.
if we're not adding a fourth body.
Gotcha. I remember reading that.
So that is the biggest reason. It goes up because of the
offset
salary
is about
differential.
38,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I suspected that. But.
On your org chart, Pete, I noticed you put office manager, but there was no mention of board secretary. So I think we need to highlight that as well, so we make sure that we retain those duties and responsibilities. That says on page 34, there was no mention of a board secretary. I know between the office manager does both positions. So
Yeah,
I'd like that, make sure we have that distinction in there, that we do have a board secretary.
Yes.
So we're approving this work chart too?
This is preliminary. I just want to make sure if we're going to bring this back, that he has time to make these corrections.
The appointment of the board secretary and the treasurer is the board's discretion for that particular function. In other words, you don't hire the secretary, you don't go out and recruit and review the performance and everything, but it's a designation of appointment. In many cases, it might be the general manager who's appointed as treasurer and secretary. It might be a separate person who's got that designation. It's not necessarily a job description. It's more of it's a function. Because it could be, let's just say, that is, it's a responsibility that exists within the district. And the board, we get a different person in Cindy's position. The board might delegate, the general manager might designate the general manager as the board secretary.
Right.
And that might not ever change. But that doesn't mean you don't get another Cindy and delegate that work to them.
I prefer, and I don't know how the rest of the board, I still think we need the distinction on the org chart, because if we're giving this appointment right now, there's no indication that we have somebody appointed. So I would like you to put it back on here, and if we have to go through a formal process to appoint or say that, then we could put who our office manager is by name and who the board secretary is by name, just for organizational purposes. So I would like to see that box. You can put it, another line, and then however you want to put it. But I want that distinction, because I want to make sure we can stay consistent with the way we've been operating or organized under that, because we seem to be working well.
So can we let me ask if we can turn that around. Direct me to develop the job description to support the position, and I would be providing that to the board.
I think we already did that in the strategic plan. I think we said they were going to rewrite the job descriptions, and I believe it's in there. Might be wrong.
No, it's in.
We went through, my memory is stretching too, but we went through a lot of this stuff with Ralph, where we did a lot of stuff. We have job descriptions, I think, and everything's pretty much in place with those. Now, if they need to be tweaked a little bit, then I think you bring those back. And
that's a question to every board, because the job descriptions, you hold me responsible for the day-to-day operation of the district. It's my responsibility under the government code to organize the people and create their job responsibilities and job descriptions to make that happen within your policy direction, within the budget, within our benefit package, within all of that. And within our performance standards and our strategic planning and all that. That is, so it doesn't necessarily have to come back as here's an organizational chart for the board to vote on. Because you might
Well, that's
vote
what
on
you-
something that will never work for me. You know, will never work for management because it's voted on by the board as a, sure that you can say, well, you gotta work within that, but then you can never raise that bar for the manager.
I still want us to have a, if you want, I call it right now administrative supervisor, you want to call it administrative manager, but I still want us to have a distinct position for the board secretary, because that is a unique position. I know we have one person doing double duty, that's part of her job. She's a, I'll say a hybrid of both positions. We need to make sure we have that so we don't lose sight of that. So I want, that's what I want, but we can as a board go forward. You know, we'll bring this back and vote on it or whatever you want to do, so.